Monsieur le Président, the Duke of Edinburgh and I are delighted to be here this evening on this, our 5th state visit to your country. Our first visit together overseas was to France in 1948, shortly after our wedding and 4 years after D-Day. Je me rappelle le plaisir que j'ai eu à découvrir ce beau pays pour la première fois et à cultiver à mon tour une grande affection pour le peuple français. Où qu'ils soient, lorsqu'ils se rencontrent, nos compatriotes retrouvent toujours ce mélange unique d'amitié, de rivalité dans la bonne humeur, ainsi que l'admiration qui constitue l'essence des liens qui unissent la Grande-Bretagne et la France. But tonight, stirred by the day's commemorations, we are also filled with other emotions. With sorrow and regret, remembering the loss of so many fine young soldiers, sailors, and airmen. With pride at the sheer courage of the men who stormed those beaches, embodied in the veterans amongst us. And with thankfulness, knowing that today our nations are free and sovereign because Allied forces liberated this continent from occupation and tyranny. Knitted together by common experience of struggle, sacrifice, and reconciliation, we remember those times in a way that strengthens unity and understanding between us. In that spirit, I venture 3 observations. The first is that the true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts. Each year has compounded in Europe the benefits of our victory in the Second World War, since it enabled our subsequent successes and our achievements. Seen in that light, those heroic deeds will stand out as much in 700 years as they do after 70. In an age of instant news and instantaneous judgment, it reminds us that we should weigh our actions not by immediate acclaim, but by their benefit for future generations. This leads me to my second observation, which is that everything we do for the young. Since my last state visit, I have had the joy of becoming a great-grandmother. The hopes and innate potential of young people are the same in all nations and on all continents. The decisions we make should always be designed to enlarge their horizons and enrich their future, from caring for our environment to preventing conflict. Our peace and prosperity can never be taken for granted and must constantly be tended, so that never again do we have cause to build monuments to our fallen youth. My third observation is that our 2 nations, Britain and France, have a particular role to play in this effort. We are 2 of the trustees of international peace and security, and we are both ready and equipped to aid those threatened by poverty or conflict. We are famously proud of that which is particular to each of our peoples, and rejoice in our cultural differences. But there is also great inspiration to be found in what we represent together. 2 democracies who have faced grave perils and emerged stronger together. And 2 of the world's most successful economies working together on the technologies of the future and making a vast contribution to the development of other nations. Tout cela repose sur l'énergie déployée par des milliers d'entre nous, qui ont fait de la Manche non pas une ligne de partage, mais un trait d'union. Tout cela ne peut que nous donner une immense confiance dans l'avenir des relations entre nos deux pays. Monsieur le Président, Madame et Messieurs, je rends hommage à la nation française et je souhaiterais le faire en citant Kipling. First to follow truth, and last to leave old truths behind. France, beloved of every soul that loves its fellow kind. And I ask you to join me in a toast to the French Republic, to the President, and to the people of France.